It's like the description of my transformation on PodShare. It's like I grew wings and I just flew off. I always wanted to change my hair color, and yeah, it was like this. I'd always make an excuse because it was uncomfortable to take that risk. And it's like I came here to PodShare, and it's like everybody is just so excited, and all, you have all this social energy and people like pushing you to do stuff. So yeah, it was definitely for sure the like knowing people would be here to see it that made me excited to do it. Like put on like a new face, new like I am literally a new person here. I don't know if I've conveyed that to you.
No, you
like
haven't.
the level of social energy that I've gotten here that fulfilled me has been so great. It's what I've been missing. I've been at this beautiful PodShare now for the last month, and I really learned, at least socially, to just learn to trust everybody a little more.
Really?
Really. you have to be open enough. You have to open up, and then people will be receptive to speaking with you and connecting with you. And so as I've opened up and connected with more people here, I've learned every single person has had something beautiful to share with me. Every single person has had something to like connect with me over. All those times when I'm like cooking steak and I'm eating my dinner, every time I've noticed I'm like about to sit down and have dinner by myself, I'm usually like very secluded and looking forward to eating my meal and that I cooked for me. And he always come up to me and talk to me. And then I get the opportunity to share some food with you, and it's always like a great, enjoyable moment.
Oh, that's nice.
And
I mean, usually I only go for the food, you know. I like steak, so.
You usually just like come take my food, but every time you get a chance to do that, I actually get to practice a little bit of openness because I eat a lot of steak, and I'm a keto dieter. I've done keto for about 4 years. It's a high fat, moderate protein, very low carbohydrate diet. So I have a routine. I will cook my meals every night, and typically I'll eat one meal a day, and I'll cook my meal for the evening, and it's been a long day of
You
work.
don't have breakfast or lunch?
Sometimes not. I gain more by intermittent fasting in the mornings most days because my body is running sharp and fast in its fasted state. That's why they call it break fast. So like I feel great and I don't feel hungry. I don't need to. I have the energy.
Yeah.
So there's this group that I follow that has a message. They try to spread a message of positivity and facing your fears and discomfort. They're called Seek Discomfort, also known as YesTheory. And they have a very famous YouTube following. And so I was on a Facebook group from this group called Seek Discomfort, and I was like, hey, I'm coming to LA, Venice for a month, and anyone know any roommates? Anyone know anyone? Anyone want to take a shot and maybe like live with me for a little while? And someone recommended, do you know this concept called PodShare? And I was like, oh, that's really interesting. And actually, matter of fact, I remember how I felt when I heard about it, is I felt discomfort in my body. It's COVID, it's a pandemic. And I was like, wait, co-living during COVID, is that a good idea? I feel really scared about it, but seek discomfort. So I showed up. I booked whatever I could for a month at Venice. I know I wanted to be near the beach. This is the answer to loneliness. This is a huge answer to it. And a lot of people are struggling with that right now. So I can't imagine myself living my life any differently from this moment on without having more people to spend my time with. That's so important. Before this, I could spend my whole day in my room just behind a computer and maybe interact with a few people. And that's not a fulfilling life.